Welcome to Bus Driver Life. I'm on my bus right now. This is social proof that I am indeed a public transit bus operator.
Nobody cares.
So let's just start the video. We have stuff to talk about. Let's talk about it.
I'm not sure I'm interested in that.
I love this video because it details sometimes the curiosity and the anxiety and the bewilderment that a passenger may experience when their bus goes off route. So it says here, when the bus takes an unknown route, so you take off your AirPods to see better. And the joke is like, well, you're taking out your AirPods, you're taking them out of your ear. This is all about your hearing, but you need to see better. So why do you need to take your AirPods out to see better? It's all about concentration and it's funny. But anyway, I've had some pretty interesting responses from passengers in my own experience. I've driven for 2 different transit agencies here in the Sacramento area. And let me tell you, people do not like it when the bus detours. To be honest with you, as a bus operator, I don't like doing detours a lot of times because in most cases, it's an inconvenience and there could be a lot of traffic. You're turning on streets you're not familiar with. And sometimes the detours take way longer than the regular route because you have to go around something. So, you know, it takes more time.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
So there have been occasions where I have to go on a detour. So the road that I'm supposed to travel down, that everyone is accustomed to me traveling down because that is the planned, predetermined route, that road was blocked. So therefore, I had to turn and go around. Detour. I have stood up. I've had to do this a few times, and I have stood up, gotten out of the driver's seat, stood up, faced the bus like a public speaking moment, like I'm facing you all right now. Actually, I'm facing a camera, but when you watch this, you all will be watching, so I am facing you. And I face the bus and I say, hey, there's a detour. I'm not going to be able to travel the normal route, and I let them know where I'm going to go, and be like, and we'll be right back on route, so don't panic, it'll be okay, just have to take a detour. Get back in my seat and proceed. Now, of course, everyone doesn't hear me because a lot of people have AirPods or headphones on, they're listening to music, and some people just do not care what a bus operator has to say. They're like, why is this guy standing up here talking? Less talking and more driving.
He ain't lying.
The moment I make the turn off the route, remember, I made an announcement. The moment I turn off route, because I can't go where I normally go, people will jump up. Where are you going? Where's this bus going? It doesn't go this way. Actually, some people be like, where the F is this ninja going? And ninja would be like N-I-G-G-A, hip hop, racial slur type of word. We keep it family friendly over here, so I'm not going to say all the words. I'm not going to say them. If it's a clip showing it, then I'll show it because that's reality. But anyway, I've had people, where the F is this ninja going? This bus driver don't know where the F he's going, like stuff like that. And it's like, I just made an announcement.
Nobody cares.
Why are we cursing at me? Like, I told you all that it was a detour. And as a matter of fact, in a lot of cases, this has happened a few times to me over the years and other bus operators as well. You can clearly see that the street we're supposed to continue on, so whether I'm supposed to continue straight or maybe I was supposed to make a right turn or a left turn, the bus has tons of windows on it. As I'm passing the road that I normally go on, you can clearly see out of the windows that the road is blocked, whether it be for construction or there's police activity, there's cops, firefighters, fire trucks, emergency lights are flashing everywhere. You can just see all sorts of police and yellow tape. They're still like, where the F are you going? Why the F are you not going down this street? Where's this bus driver going? What is this bus driver doing? I'm like, you can see over there, the road is blocked. It's blocked. You can see it. So you can see that I can't go down that road. Sometimes it's a protest. Sacramento, this is the state capital of California. Lots of people protest here, especially downtown by the Capitol, the state Capitol building. So we get a lot of random detours, and they're rolling detours because the people are moving throughout downtown Sacramento. So it's a rolling detour. It may be on this street for a few minutes, then the next few minutes, like, hey, you have to avoid that street. So the people can see a huge protest happening, and they're still like, where the F is the bus driver going? Another detour story. So out here in Sacramento, California, we have light rail trains. As with most transit systems, if you operate any sort of rail, in most cases, if something happens with that rail and the service has to be interrupted, they will have a bus bridge or a rail replacement service, and it'll be operated typically by buses so that you can still move those people. So out here in the Sacramento area, we call it a bus bridge. Whenever there's, the light rail is down or a portion of the light rail is down, we'll operate buses to still serve those stations, and in a lot of cases, it will bridge the train together. So there may be a section in the middle of the route that the light rail runs on, and we'll run that part and it connects them with the trains on either side of the disruption. The problem with driving a bus with a bus bridge is that we can't drive on the train tracks.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
So in order for us to get to the stations, we have to zigzag through all these different streets and neighborhoods so that we can end up somewhere close to the train station. So it's not a straight shot. It's a bunch of zigzags. Also, we don't do these routes every day. These aren't normal bus routes. So in a lot of cases, we are following a piece of paper that has our route directions. It'll tell you turn left here, turn right there, the station's here, and then go left, right, all of the directions. It's a long list, very long list, because we have to hit so many different streets. Some of these are like narrow residential streets. It really puts your driving skills to the test. So, considering the fact that this isn't something that we do all the time, mistakes will be made, like you will make a wrong turn. I made a wrong turn one time, but I immediately recognized that I made a wrong turn. I was like, oh, I was supposed to turn on this other street. So I already knew how to correct it. And then, of course, also we typically would call into our dispatchers, let them know we made a wrong turn, and they would get us back on route. So it's not a huge deal unless you end up on like a dead end road or something like that. This guy jumps out of his seat. Where the F you going? I thought we was going to the station. Why are you going this way? It seems like you lost. He said, you're a bus driver. You're supposed to know where you're going. How did you not know where you're going? Like all of this. He's way in the back of the bus. Then he makes his way up to the front of the bus towards me to yell at me in my face while I'm trying to correct this situation to get everybody where they're going as if that's going to make it better. And he's like, let me the F up off this bus. He wanted me to let him the F up off the bus. And I just had to tell him, hey man, this is a bus bridge. We're trying our best to get you to where you got to go. So if you just hang on a minute, I'll have you at the next station and then you can exit the bus. So I'm a bus driver, but I don't know this route like that. I'm literally following directions right now. And then he just walked back to his seat. I gave him the explanation, very calm. And I typically don't do that much talking because after you've yelled and cursed and all of this stuff and just acted disruptive and crazy, it's like, whatever, I have nothing to say. Remain professional and all that good stuff. But I have to focus on operating this bus safely and getting everybody where they gotta be, especially that guy so that he can exit the bus and stop yelling at me. But, detours, it makes people upset, and I get it. But just have a little bit more understanding and compassion for your bus operator.
I can't seem to find my bus fare nowhere.